Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is your boy Professor OJ, and if it's your first time visiting my channel, kindly don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give it a thumb like, turn on the notification, and also make sure that you drop a comment down below so that by doing so we'll actually be knowing whether we are proceeding on well. So today I want to start by this quote that says, your mind is the greatest asset. When trained well, it can create you enormous wealth. Your mind is the greatest asset. When trained well, it can create you enormous wealth. So today I actually want to teach you or talk to you about the difference between informational and transformational education. You see, we were told that education is the key to success, but unfortunately they didn't show us where the padlock is. And to find that right now everyone is educated, but we have no place to open with our keys. So we just have to shift from informational education to transformational education. So informational education is an education whereby you are informed about something that is happening, on something that has happened, or something that happened many years back. And it is the kind of information which is taught in our local schools, or that is our learning institutions that we have in our country. And I can say that this informational education is good, though it's full of lies. Let me use the word lies because I lack a word that I can replace that one. So let me give you a good example of informational education. See, sometimes when we were in school, we were taught about Vasco da Gama Pillar, we were taught about River Nile, the longest, or Mississippi, or talk about things that are not actually applicable in life, okay? And that one is called informational education. Let me give you a good example. For those who are Christians or Muslims, okay, we have this subject called RE. If you are a Christian, then I'm sure you did CRE, either in primary or high school. If you are high school, then if you are a Muslim, then I'm sure you did IRE, that is Islamic or Islam religious education. So these religious educations had some questions that I've just sat down and tried to recall this kind of questions, and was wondering like, oh my, where are we heading actually? Let me give you a good example of these questions. Question 89, CRE. The question says, you are playing in a school compound and then you come across 1,000. What will you do? Did you ever come across such kind of a question? If maybe you came across such kind of a question, then kindly don't forget to drop a comment or just comment below, just to tell me what kind of questions do you remember is relates to the one that I'm just talking about right here. Okay, so you are playing in a school compound and then you come across 1,000. What will you do? Then because you're in the air levels, so they don't want your mind to be disturbed a lot, so they give you answers, and these questions actually had 4 answers. So mostly the correct answer will always be at the end. So answer number A, they will tell you to put it in your pocket. Just take the 1,000 and put it in your pocket. And then answer number 2, they'll tell you to share with your friend. That is B. Then C, they will tell you to take it to your parents so that he can buy for you maybe celebration clothes. And then D, they will tell you to take it to the head teacher so that the head teacher can announce the honor. And because you are bright student or learner and you don't want to get an X in your examination, so you'll actually go for the D and say, as a good Christian, I have to take this question, this answer of taking it to the head teacher so that we can announce or look for the honor. But now let's come to reality, okay? Whether you are a staunch Christian or a religious person, like Muslim, especially when you are in primary, and then you are playing in the school compound, and then you come across 1,000, I'm sure, more than 100% sure, that you will not take it to the head teacher. Actually, you will have to concur with me in this. You will not take it even to the head teacher. In fact, that one will be the end of the game, and you'll see on how you can actually hide this money very far, so that even if they start looking for people's bags or texts, wherever, they will not find it. Okay, that one is called informational education. You are informed about something that happened or took place. Now let's come to transformational education. One thing you need to know is we are living in informational age. We are not in industrial age. So you need to be informed with the transformational education. You need to be informed with the transformational education. You don't have to be informed with informational education. So those are two different things that you need to know, which are very much important. Now, transformational education is education that you can actually get from various places. I'm going to give you examples, and one of the best example is listening to this video that you are listening right now. This one is actually a transformational education. Transformational education can also be obtained from books, actually motivational books, or books that add value to our lives. Okay, so from by reading those books or listening to such kind of videos or listening to mentors or people who have made it in their life, that is successful stories, then that one is what is called transformational education. So transformational education is actually meant to transform you. Okay, and what we are targeting here is the brain. That's why I've said your brain is the greatest asset. When trained well, it can create you enormous wealth. It is one of the greatest assets that you have, and people who have made it worldwide actually just use their brain very well, and their brain is actually paying them. You see, musicians and actors and etc and etc, these are people who use their brains. They sit down with a piece of paper and a pen and write a script or write a song and then go produce it, and then they sing, the song booms, and that's how this person makes it, and you'll all continue writing more and more and more and more. Okay, so make sure that you look for something that will actually involve your brain. So if it involves your brain, then you'll have to make it in this 21st century. So don't forget this great saying that says your mind is the greatest asset. When trained well, it can create you enormous wealth. So transformational education is the way to go. Make sure that you are informed with the transformational education that will transform your perspective of life, education that will transform how you think, education that will transform that is your thinking ability, okay, your mental capability of doing things, of thinking about things, of handling things, okay, in a proper way. And by doing that, this one will actually help you to make sure that your mind is actually fed up with the right information. So informational education is actually an education which is 80% taught in our learning institutions, and I can say it's not bad. It's good, actually giving you the right platform for you to make it, but you also need to add the transformational education. Okay, so transformational education can only be obtained from the School of Hard Rocks. We call it the School of Hard Rocks or the School of Life. Okay, and it needs a dedication. It needs dedication. You have to decide that I want to transform my life. I want to transform my family's life. I have to transform everything which is around me. And the only thing you can do first about that is to make sure that you feed your mind with the right information. Feeding your mind with the right information will actually take you very far, because your mind is the greatest asset. And remember, in my previous video I said asset is anything that brings money or generates money into your pocket, whether you work or not. This is according to Robert T. Kiyosaki, Poor Dad Rich Dad series, a book called Guide to Investment or Guide to Investing. So this book actually gives a better difference of a transformational education, okay, not actually informational education. So we always have to make sure that we work for success. When we work for success, our life will be better. We don't just need to work for the sake of working, getting money so that we can meet our daily needs. No, guys, we need to work for success. We need to work for success. And the only way on how we can work for success is by making sure that we involve ourselves in transformational education. So guys, that is all about it. You need to know the difference between informational and transformational education, and start involving yourself in transformational education. I want to end this video by a great saying that says, when the wind of change blows, some people build walls while others build windmills. When the wind of change blows, some people build walls while others build windmills. Okay, so you see, when wind is blowing and you build a wall, it means you are preventing the wind from reaching you. So meaning you not be feeling cold. But the same wind, a different person is using it to generate electricity, to pump water from boreholes, and that means it's using the wind to make some windmill. You see, we all know what a windmill is and its functions. So make sure that you have to think otherwise. So when the wind of change blows, what are you going to build? Are you decided to build a wall, or you are going to decide to build a windmill? So you have to work for success. Thank you guys, and have a nice time. See you in my next video. If you like such kind of videos, kindly don't forget to drop a comment down there and tell us, Prof, bring them more and more. And by doing so, I'll actually be doing a lot of research, sharing with you, so that we can all better our lives. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Have a nice time.